So one of the main things that we want to do is we want to encourage you to preach Christ crucified. One of the greatest things that we can do is make a decision in our hearts that as gospel preachers, we will do one thing, and that is preach Christ crucified. When you look at the biblical preaching in the New Testament from Paul, from Peter, when they went out, they preached Christ crucified. If we turn our Bibles to 1 Corinthians 1:23. 1 Corinthians. And this is very important because when we look at the biblical story, it's all about Jesus. And now Paul, he comes in 1 Corinthians 1:23 and he says, "But we preach Christ crucified, a stumbling block to Jews and foolishness to Gentiles. But to those whom God has called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God. For the foolishness of God is wiser than human wisdom, and the weakness of God is stronger than human strength." Brothers and sisters, think of what you were when you were called. Not many of you were wise by human standards. Not many of you were influential. Not many were of noble birth. But God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong. God chose the lowly things of the world and the despised things and the things that are not to nullify the things that are, so that no one may boast before him. It is because of him that you are in Christ Jesus, who has become for us wisdom from God, that is our righteousness, holiness, and redemption. Therefore, as it is written, let one who boasts boast in the Lord.